Jesse does voices.
What's crackalackin', everybody? Welcome back to another action figure review, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of my personal favorite Marvel villains ever. We're taking a look at the Marvel Legends Lizard Build-A-Figure wave, Mysterio. Now, this Mysterio, it's... Look, I haven't taken him out of the package, mainly because I want to get surprised, so I really don't know what to say about right now, but, you know, it looks pretty cool. I mean, if you take a look at the packaging, he has a white head. There are some other versions where he has a green head, which I'll put a picture up right now. But I believe this is the variant with the white head, but let's take a look at the side here. We got a pretty spicy picture of Mysterio. Just raise the camera there. There you go. So yeah, that looks pretty nice. Um, let's go ahead and turn this bad boy around. Then what do we got there? We got a read up there. If you want to read it, then go ahead, because I don't know. I really don't want to read this. And of course you get the lizard picture right there. They'll build a figure, and then all the other figures from the wave, and you get a spot varnished Spider-Man logo on the top. Is it spot varnished? Okay, yeah, it is. It's spot varnished. I couldn't tell. All right, now let's get to it and open this piece of garbage up. And here is Mysterio out of his packaging, and oh my fucking titty nipples. This thing is actually really fucking awesome. However, I do have one gripe with this. Actually, you know what? I have two gripes with this. He's fucking loose! Yeah, you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. He's loose. My figure is loose. It's a little bit loose, and you know what? That's not... That's unfortunate of me, man, because this figure is freaking awesome. But look, it's not that bad. Only like two parts of the figure is loose, which isn't that bad. But the other gripe I have is the helmet and the cape. It just yeah. Look, I don't hate the figure, right? It's a cool figure. It just sucks that he's just a little bit loose. But look, I can still stand him up, no problem. He's there. Look at him. There you go. It's Mysterio. Now, of course, like any other action figure review that I do, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with his accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at this figure. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at this mysterious boy. He comes with two accessories, or actually three. He comes with a lizard Build-A-Figure piece, but I'll show it off later. So he comes with these two effects, which you could put on his feet or on his goddamn arms. But there you go. Look, these are the effects. There's some translucent shit. There's some translucent green. Not translucent shit. I wish it did come with that. It comes with some translucent green pieces here, which look really freaking awesome. I mean, look at that. Oh boy, this looks really bubbly and smoky and wicked and cool. Look at those. God, that looks sick. Now let's take a look at the other one. This one has like tentacles. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool, actually. Look at that. Oh boy, I don't know if you could see the tentacle pattern design that they got on there. That looks really sick. Oh, that looks sick. This looks really cool. You know, although I do kind of wish that it was white, like smoke, you know, because here's the Toy Biz smoke base that comes with the Toy Biz version. You know, it's pretty cool. I do kind of wish that this one had that, but it's not that bad. I guess you could count this as an accessory. I'm not really that sure. It's just the cape and the fishbowl, but you know that's that. Yeah. All right. Oh, and also before I continue, let me show off the Build-A-Figure piece here. So he comes with I believe this is his left leg. I mean, it does stay on the box, but I'm kind of an idiot. But there you go. There's his left leg, the lizard leg. I might build this figure. I mean, almost every one of my stores has all of these. But there you go. There's the Build-A-Figure piece. Now, in case you guys didn't know, Mysterio doesn't have any superpowers. He really doesn't. He doesn't have powers. He does not have powers. Although, even though in the comics and in the new trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home, it looks like he has powers, he does not have powers. It's all illusions. It's all practical effects. This guy, if you're not familiar with Quentin Beck, he is a, like, illusionist? Is that a thing? I don't know. He's like really good with illusions and special effects and stuff like that. I guess you could say he's kind of like a magician. See, if you don't know about him, in the comics, he wanted to be an actor. but he did not have the looks for it. So instead, he was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna, take all of my special effects knowledge, because he did work with like movies, like he did special effects and stuff like that, and illusions and stuff. So he was like, hey, I'm just gonna do that and make my own hero. And he did that, and he tried to frame Spider-Man for crimes he didn't do. And then this guy started using his, illusions and everything to do crime. And then Spider-Man came out of nowhere. He was like, no, man, I'm not gonna let you do anything. And he was like, no, you can't stop me. And Spider was like, yes, I can. Yeah, and so then Spider-Man kicked his ass, put him behind bars, and yeah. Now, there's been more Mysterios out there, not just Quentin Beck. Like, there has been, like, a mutant that took the role, and he could actually teleport and stuff, but other than that, this guy, this is the Mysterio we all know and love, and of course, in his first appearance, he had the lime green gloves and boots. Well, in the later, although more people usually, whenever they see Mysterio or think of him, they think of, like, the gold gloves, or the yellow gloves, and the gold boots. But that's his original look right there. And, it looks pretty cool. I don't hate it. I think it looks awesome. Yeah. So now that we know a little bit about his backstory, let's take a look at the figure. Because, this is a figure review, not a I don't know. Okay, look. All right, look. This figure is pretty cool. He's pretty solid. Now let's go ahead and take out this fish bowl here and take a look at his head sculpt. His head sculpt is really cool. Look at that. Oh, boy, it's like a skeleton skull with the tentacle running through his mouth. God damn it. And it's going through his eye. Oh, okay, so it's going through his eye, and it looks pretty cool. Now, yeah, you might say, oh, wait, so is Quentin Beck like a skeleton guy? No, he's not. This is just, one of his special effects that he does. And if you put the dome over his head, that looks sick. That looks really cool. And this dome does magnify things, so it makes the skull look a little bigger. Because if you take it off, it's a little small, as you can see. And yeah, that doesn't look that right. But with the bowl, it does magnify it, which is pretty cool. Now, something that I don't really like about this dome is the fact that if it does, okay, look, it does come with a peg behind the cape. And there's a peg hole there. But the way it is on mine is it's kind of crooked. So if you put in the peg on mine... Sorry, I was trying to put it in the hole. Wait, what the way it is on mine is if you put it in the hole, you can see it's kind of slanted. But if you unpeg it and you just leave it there, I guess that kind of fixes it, if you don't really peg it in. It doesn't really bother me all that much, But it's not... yeah, that's one of the gripes I had with this figure. But other than that, I really like this cape. Let me show you guys the cape really quick. So as you can see, there's some pattern going through the cape. I don't know if you could really tell. Hold on. Yeah, look at that. That's a pretty cool pattern there, and you could feel it's like engraved there. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool pattern. Nothing much going on in the back, although it's a really nice cape. There is some like shadowing detail in there, which is nice. And the bowl itself, it's just a bowl. There's nothing really about it. Let's take a look at the figure here. I do wish there was some shadowing detail in between the crevices of his suit there, in between the lines, the seams, but nothing too bad. It looks pretty nice. There's nothing bad about it. You do get some nice detail in the boots there, Mysterio boots. You get some nice line work, everything, and then his gloves look nice. Look at that. Oh boy, those lines, everything about this looks nice. Even those hands. Oh man, those are beautifully sculpted. Look at that. Here's his other ones. This one's like wide open, which is cool because you could take one of his effects and make it look like it's coming out of his hand like that. That looks sick. You can do stuff like that. Excuse my family in the background. They're very loud. Hey, you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? It's muffin time! His head can go up that far and it could go down not that much because fuck you. He does have a full rotation there. His arms do go out that much outward, and they do have a full 360 rotation. He does have a bicep swivel, some double jointed elbows, and he does not have any forearm rotations because that's dumb. And he does have some wrist swivels there, and his wrists do go up. They do go up that much. There you go, and they and they do go down that much. He does have some waist swivel there, and he does have a ab crunch. He could go back to that much, which is nice, and he could go forward to that much because it's nice. And he does have a spread, a beautiful spread, and his legs kick forward not that much. Or actually, you know what? That's a lot, and they don't go back that much. He does have a upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, calf rotation, some ankle pivot. His ankles do go forward that much, and they do go back that much. So, you know, pretty decent articulation. And I'm not going to throw this figure because it's already loose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw Giant Man. Here he is compared to the Toy Biz Mysterio. Here he is compared to the Toy Biz Mysterio, which, you know, I kind of prefer this one. This one looks kind of weird. His waist looks really weird. Look at, I don't know if you can see that. That waist is really weird. If this guy had a better waist, I'd probably prefer him more than the Toy Biz one. But I like the new Hasbro, or I'm sorry, the Hasbro one. But I like the Hasbro one better. Better articulation and better sculpt. Actually, you know what? No, this guy has more articulation. The only thing that this guy doesn't have that he has is the ab crunch or anything like that. Or a new. Actually, you know what? I think he does have a waist swivel. Oh yeah, he does. He just doesn't have any ab crunch, which sucks. Here's Quentin Beck next to my custom pizza Spidey, and you know, this looks pretty cool. I like this side by side. I mean, I cannot wait to take shots with these two guys. Here he is on the Toy Biz stand, and you know what? That looks awesome. It makes him look cooler, you know, and you know, I think this looks really great, and it actually fits a lot. So there we got the effects on there and everything. I mean, this looks awesome. You know, if I had to rate this figure, I'm gonna give you an honest rating. I'd give him a 8.5 out of 10. This figure is awesome. The painting and the sculpting is fantabulous, and it turns me on. But the only thing that sucks is the fish dome and the cape. That's a little loose. But hey, that's alright. It's still cool to pose. It's still a cool figure. I recommend this guy. I really do. Now, before I end this video, I'm going to end it with a serious note here. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, and I keep on forgetting. And also because I haven't uploaded in a long time. But I want to shout out 3 of my closest friends that I have. You know, the reason why is because I feel like I need to credit my friends more than I do. You know, I do talk about them a little bit, like on my like other social medias, but I feel like I really need to give them a proper shout out. So I want to shout out 3 of my bestest friends, one of my closest friends that I actually consider family, because I mean they helped me through a lot of things, and I help them. And, you know, I love them. I love my friends. They're one of my bestest and closest friends. So I'm going to shout out my first friend. His name is Daniel, and he's DZ the Boss. He has a YouTube channel, which I'll most likely link in the description. I met him back in 6th grade, and ever since we've been doing stupid shit together. You know, and I got him into figure collecting, which is awesome. And he's like a brother to me, and I love him. You know, no homo, Daniel. You fucking sexy bitch. All right, so my next friend that I want to shout out is my friend Levi, which, you know, stuck around me since middle school, and he's a pretty cool dude, man. Like, and you know, I do, you know, sometimes wish I talked to him more, because sometimes I'm kind of busy doing my own stuff at home. But you know, I just want to say, man, I do care about you, dude. Although it might seem that I don't. I do, man. You're like one of my bestest friends too. You know, you stuck around me since 7th grade, and you've dealt with my stupid shit since then. And you know, I love you guys, man. And my final friend that I want to shout out is my friend Ari. She's amazing, or Ariel for, you know, that's just her nickname. She's awesome. You know, she's stuck around me since middle school too. And how do you guys deal with me? If I were you, I would have left me. I'm kind of an idiot, and I am not a good influence on you guys. Holy shit. Okay, but you know, she's awesome. You know, she's one of my closest friends, and you know, she helped me through some stuff, and I help her with stuff too. And you know, I talk to these guys on a daily basis. You know, these guys they're amazing. All 3 of them. I love them, man. They're amazing. I still don't know how you guys stuck with me throughout all these years, man. Like, what the hell? I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. And Ariel, Levi, Daniel, if you guys are listening, I love you guys. I really do. You guys are like my family. You guys are like the best thing that ever happened to me. I really enjoy, talking to you guys. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna end this video with somewhat of an emotional. No. You know what? Goodbye, man. You don't want any part of this.